And we're streaming. Just two guys on a road trip, stepped out of the car, running streams. Let's see. Quiet on set. 5, 4.
It's the Hats Off, Gloves Off podcast. With Mitchell Phillips and Spencer Calendar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are Whoopi. Dude, Spencer can't drive 55. I've seen it. This guy can't drive 55.
Sammy Hagar, what up? We're coming to Cabo Wabo soon.
Oh, dude, this is sick. I just got a notification. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I just got an email from YouTube. It says, the Hats Off, Gloves Off podcast is now live streaming.
Oh, that's us.
That's weird. What's up, folks? It's good to see you again.
Follow your dreams.
Welcome
Because
back
someday
to the house.
you can be streaming on YouTube as well.
Yeah, welcome back to this empty warehouse. There's nothing but darkness, square footage behind us, but we're well lit. This is LA real estate. It's a grind out here, but you work hard and you can achieve your dreams. This is the Hats Off, Gloves Off podcast. Hats off to those who deserve it. Gloves off to those who deserve it. Pats on the back, pats on the fanny. Spankins and smooches. Yeah, put on that lady's glove.
Yeah, we have you might not really know what it's like, gloves.
Everlast. You really might know what it's like.
I've seen a rich man cry, I've seen a woman steal.
That's one of those songs that everybody thinks they can sing along to, but nobody knows the words.
Seen the good side of bad, the bad side of up, and everything between.
Hey, little thing, let me light your chemicals on my mom. Show on the hummer now, kiss around, hit the round, where now.
Yeah, I don't know any song lyrics, because that always happens where it's like a really upbeat song. And then the lyrics are about like your grandma getting raped.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow, I danced to this in the club.
Well, some are like Outkast is my favorite. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, it's about getting a divorce and like having
it's
to
just
pay
so
child
upbeat.
support.
But everybody's just like happy and dancing in the back seat on a road trip. It's just like, but we'll never be happy here. You're like, Jesus Christ. Not the good and the bad. And sometimes the ugly. For you Western fans out there. I'm going to get this kicked off real quick with the inside of me wants to say it's a hats off, but this lady's clearly not being cool. So gloves off to her. That's what it sounds like for the folks at home. Jesus Christ.
Gloves off for bad, hats off for good.
Yeah. This woman, and Spencer's going to keep messing with the props throughout the show, but we also have a top hat on the way. I bought it from Canada, but it was being sent from China. I don't like that I got tricked, so Canada just lost all my business. I'm getting my poutine from Mexico from now on. But this lady, I wanted to give her a hats off just because she's so bold, but clearly after I read the article, she's a fucking idiot. And she's uncouth. This is not how you behave in the year 2021. So a woman in Idaho, she showed up to a town hall, like a city council meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
Dressed in a full burqa.
Okay. A white lady, I'm assuming?
It's Idaho. Like, I don't know.
There's got to be one burqa wearer in the whole state.
Idaho's second only to like Utah in terms of like the most homogenous white state. Big meth state. So, yeah, she basically just went in. She said she was wearing it as a protest because because COVID mask mandates make her feel, in quotes, like a Muslim.
Ah, all right. Well, yeah, okay. There are a lot of Muslims out there. Isn't it the biggest religion in the world?
Dude, look at her. Look how ridiculous this bitch is.
And her face isn't even covered.
First of all, it's like South American. It's not even.
Yeah, that looks so comfortable. It's like it's nice and silky.
Yeah, she's complaining
it
she gets to be
breathes
super
really well.
comfy. Yeah, it looks wonderful, but she's wearing like fucking Doc Martens.
Well, that's why I've
with,
thought
like, Pippi
about like
Longstocking socks.
everyone's transitioning into women. It's like even if I don't identify as a woman, like wearing a sundress is a lot more comfortable than what I wear, jeans and Western shirts.
Dude, I'm gonna transition to fucking Islam just because they have better outfits. Especially LA summers. I do need a couple of those in the closet for those 110 days where I'm just hanging out at home and it's just miserable. I want to let my balls free.
Also, I'd like to wear a burkini.
Yes.
Which is a thing.
Of course.
They sell it at Target. So
which I told you was I dated a girl from Idaho and she's like, yeah, my town sucks. Everybody's there either pregnant or on meth. And then I saw her the next year and she was pregnant. And I was like, no meth for you, lady.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, she only had a couple options there. Yeah, basically, Idaho it's like Boise's a really cool city. The surrounding area is beautiful, but I think the rest is just methed out potato farmers.
Yeah, you have like Coeur d'Alene and like
Southern Idaho's pretty shitty.
lakes and beautiful. You're basically in Canada at that point. But yeah, anywhere where it's mostly white people is probably not great.
So what was her? So that was it. She just said the master is impressive.
She pulled her ticket, her deli ticket. She got up. It was her turn to talk, and she gets up there and she just starts out by saying, "You guys want to know why I'm wearing this?"
No.
I'm wearing this because it's the only way. Actually, sorry, I'm giving her better English, but this is a quote. This is a proceeding. They have a stenographer. Like, I don't know if you've ever had to give like a deposition, but they read it back to you and you're like, do I sound like a fucking moron?
Am I that stupid? Yeah.
Are you guys teaming up against me? I don't sound this dumb, right? But anyway, she's like, I'm wearing this because the only way I could go to school today was because I had to act like I was in a freaking burqa like a fucking Muslim. Which is, I don't know, just so funny. Because also, you don't have to wear a full burqa. Like, that's an outfit. You could just wear a hijab. Or like women wear headscarves all the time.
Just the headscarf.
We just wear a headscarf and like pin it around your nose. But she's like, great, now I have to convert to Islam because of masks.
There is the weird, the way
also,
people go.
If the mask mandates make you feel Muslim, dressing up in a Muslim costume isn't going to make you feel less Muslim.
Yeah, well, people's logic goes really hard. Like, we have a mutual friend, fucking dig holes or something. I don't.
So she says, come on, what is this going to do? Duggar asks while holding up her scarf. Do you think the virus is... I love that she's giving her, like, her fucking, like, Spartacus speech. She's like, what is this going to do? Like, trying to rally everybody else. And they're just like, I need to trim a tree on my property. And they said I have to come here.
Yeah.
What is this gonna
I'm here
do?
to promote the Hot Rod Festival coming up in 3 weeks. What's this lady doing?
Yeah,
we're having a classic car show
outside the Red Robin in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just need to get a permit. Do you think the virus is smart enough to say, oh my God, she has on a burqa. I'm going to stop right there and not infect her body or anything else? I love
the virus. No one's acting like the virus this lady's acting like the virus actually thinks for itself.
Yeah.
And
which
that's not how viruses
The problem
work.
with the mandates and everything is because some of them do make absolutely no sense.
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like they reopened dining here in California, in LA, outdoor dining, but you're not allowed to have TVs playing sports. So it's like, what the fuck does that do? But then like some of the stuff where people are like, oh wow, yeah, the virus, it's 10 p.m. It's time to start infecting everybody. But it's like, no, because 10 p.m. people start getting drunker and sloppier and it gets more crowded. You know what I mean? They're just trying to curtail nightlife. No one's worried about like the Greek restaurant being overcrowded at noon on a Wednesday. It's like,
yeah, because
if you're gonna get it, it's gonna be after 10
the
p.m.
no TV thing makes no sense because they're only allowed to fill at a quarter capacity regardless. So whether the TV's on or not, they will be at a quarter capacity.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, so they fucked everyone for Super Bowl because, a lot of people would be at bars.
Well, anyway, that's it. That's about the whole story. There was no resolution.
So she's just wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, pretty much. Once again, in a state where this probably isn't even an issue.
Yeah, they don't wear masks. Well, I got a hats off.
Oh, let's hear it, buddy.
Hats off to you, sir.
All right, well, KFC's getting into a little controversy right now. KFC...
The Colonel?
The Colonel in Trinidad and Tobago. So it's Emancipation Day for them. KFC wanted to do a cool ad.
Who are they free from? Is it France?
They're free. Who knows? They're free from losing to the Team USA and Mighty Ducks 2. That's what they're free from. But so basically, they wanted to do a Black Lives Matter type Black Power post. So they posted a picture of one of their delicious fried drumsticks, and the drumstick shadow is a Black Power fist, which obviously people are going to have a problem with. But I don't think they should have a problem with this personally, because KFC is a fried chicken restaurant. Yes. Like, I get there is a stereotype of black people eating fried chicken.
Is there?
But yeah, it's a thing. But it's stupid because there was one time, for example, I got booed off stage. I was doing a comedy show, right? In an all black room, And the restaurant was a fried chicken restaurant.
Listen, I've got my back to the wall. I start screaming, "Yeah, you guys want watermelon?"
all they served was catfish and fried chicken. Anyway, in my set, I talked about how I had grease on my fingers from eating fried chicken, and they booed me off the stage. But why would they boo me off stage? It's a fried chicken restaurant. But so I don't find this. Granted, I'm a white person, and the lady who is interviewing the article is a vegan feminist who's born in Trinidad, so they're gonna have different views than me.
Okay,
Usually vegans have different views from me. She's saying that created because that Thai is racist and supports slavery. So I researched the colonel himself, and apparently he cursed like a sailor, but he was not racist at all. So here's an example.
Well, also, isn't the colonel from like Utah?
No, he's from Kentucky. The first KFC is in Utah.
Okay. Just want to clear the air there.
But dude, the colonel straight up, he shot people before. He's a badass. So here's an example of someone celebrating Black History Month that I think was wrong. See, I'm defending KFC here. There was a high school in New Jersey, Hopewell Valley High School. For Black History Month, they served fried chicken during lunch. That's a bad move. Because that's saying the implication there is that fried chicken is for black people. Because my argument is every grocery store in the nation has fried chicken.
Yeah.
There are 114 Popeyes chickens in Toronto, Canada, one of the whitest cities around. So fried chicken is for everybody. Apparently fried chicken supposedly started in Scotland or something. I don't know. It's murky. So
You're just battering chicken. I can't.
So I think it's okay for this fried chicken restaurant to do the Black Power Fist. If it was a McDonald's and they put up a piece of fried chicken in the Black Power Fist.
Not cool.
Not cool. But
Unless it was like one of the weird foreign McDonald's where they serve like spaghetti and fried chicken.
yeah. So with my logic, the high school who serves fried chicken at lunch, naughty move. KFC Trinidad, no problem. Like there's a KFC ad that KFC Australia made a boo-boo. They have a commercial where it's just a white guy and the narrator says, "Are you stuck in an awkward situation?" And some drums start playing, so all the black people around them start dancing crazily. So he busts out a...
Whoa.
He's thinking, how can I watch this soccer game like a civilized human being? Football, where you guys come from. And so he busts
No,
out...
they call it soccer in Australia.
He busts out a bucket of fried chicken, and it silences all the black people around him. That would be a racist commercial, in my opinion. But I like this Black Power. It already kind of looks like a fist.
Yeah.
The silhouette is perfect. But I think we should be mad at KFC or any company for pandering and exploiting the Black Lives Matter movement to sell more product, period.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. I don't want to hear that Charles Schwab supports the Black Lives Matter movement.
Gay Pride brought to you by Chase Bank.
Yeah, because I don't think they do. I think they just want to make sales, and they...
It's pretty obvious. It's very transparent.
They're
their
just here to
motives.
sell stuff. So I don't like companies pandering to the movement. That's my problem.
You got to give Australia a break though, because they don't really have black people. Like they have Africans, you know what I mean? But they don't have black people like we do.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they
The
don't.
only
They
black
don't have
people
Mexicans,
I imagine
they
all
have
the black
Muslims.
people they have are just pirates, like Captain Phillips type pirates.
Yeah, Somalis and shit. Also, the KFC in Australia is huge. In England too. It's because like they have like stricter rules.
KFC's kind of gone away around here.
It's
I feel
because
like.
quality drops, but over there they have higher standards.
Yeah, growing up,
So
there were a lot more KFCs.
It's
around.
a better restaurant over there. Like the mashed potatoes are better. The chicken like has to be higher quality. Like even the Big Mac is more expensive, but because it is actual beef. Like it tastes different because they can't get away with like, well, it's 14% meat, so we're legally allowed to call it meat. Like Taco Bell beans look like dehydrated cat litter, and you're just like, well, you just got to soak them in boiling water for 14 minutes, and bada bing, you got refried beans.
Yeah, their ground beef has textured vegetable protein in it.
It's like made out of cockroaches and shit.
So yeah. Anyway, this vegan blogger is upset. She's saying,
It's off, you pinko bitch.
"So keep going, KFC. You got this.
KFC's good.
You got this."
Also, I don't think anybody. I think KFC lost their clout a long time ago. They're the joke because they're like the biggest chain, but like black people would much rather have like Church's or Popeyes.
Popeyes.
I've found.
For my personal hierarchy, it goes Popeyes, KFC, then Church's.
I can see that.
for me. Obviously, I have other fried chicken places, independent local spots I
Yeah.
like more, but Popeyes really
Or
is.
one of these 17,000 places that have popped up in the last 9 months.
It's disgusting how much.
just a tent in front of a Walgreens selling hot chicken.
How do these
just an
food
Armenian guy
trends
selling Louisiana
start like
chicken?
that? Like, remember when no one had heard of what a chipotle pepper was,
Yeah.
and then every single sauce was chipotle flavored.
It's an aioli.
and
It's a
still is.
tapenade.
But yeah, hot chicken just came out of nowhere and took over
Yeah.
the food scene.
Not a fan. In fact, I don't get it on principle. Where I'm like, yeah, might seem nice, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna go get a burrito from this other roach coach.
Old school.
Yeah, not getting fried chicken from a truck.
Hell no.
This truck, the fan will get pretty fancy on food trucks if it's Mexican. Like, it is weird. I trust like ceviche from some guy in like a dirty van that smells like gasoline. But I'm like, I've had it before. I didn't get sick. I think I'm good.
Ceviche sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the farm. Oh fuck. Never mind. I missed the farmer's market.
Oh, great.
Good grief. Thanks a lot. So I'm gonna go now. I have one's a huge hats off.
Hats off to you, sir.
So a guy, those air banners, will you marry me?
Yeah.
9/11 was an inside job. You get a guy.
The ones at the beaches?
yeah, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like the one that's like Tilly's BOGO sale.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tilly's back to school sale. Tilly's, is
That you
that a
can't even escape
nationwide
from
thing?
advertising while you're trying to get a tan.
Nope, you cannot.
They got a plane flying overhead saying like, get a shirt from Hurley.
Or
And I'm
you
like,
just-
where do I even get a Hurley shirt anymore?
Or when you go to the beach around here, like a Bud Light rep will just show up and like give you like a free Bud Light T-shirt, or
Yeah.
some they're like set up some weird games, and yeah, you can't get away from advertising.
Um,
Or they do that modeling scam, or at least they did when we were in high school. We'd be at the beach and someone would come up and be like, "You're very handsome. Please sign up for this." And it was one of those like pay to play model
Yeah.
things. And I remember telling my friend Derek, who was very ugly, "You're not attractive. They're scamming you." And him,
Yeah, that's what
he had to learn the hard way.
They did that to me when I was in high school. A guy came up to me in a mall in Bakersfield, and he's like, "Hey, have you ever thought about being a model?" And I was like, "Nice try, dude." Like,
Absolutely.
I'm not an ugly guy, but there's definitely a scam going on if you want me to rock fucking crew pants.
No, we're not falling for that.
Anyway, so this guy, he hired one of these airplane banner companies because I doubt he's flying. Decided to hire this company to fly a banner over the Robin Hood headquarters, and the banner just says "Suck my nuts, Robin Hood."
I wonder how much that was.
It was probably a pretty penny.
Yeah, I wonder how much that advertising cost.
Yeah, but it's the theme of the whole Robin Hood thing where people are like, I don't have the money for this, but fuck those guys. You know what I mean? Where it's like, if I'm like, I'll gladly just spend $900 on
They're the worst.
on fucking plane fuel.
Dude, because with all this controversy, they've started releasing commercials now. Like now when I watch
Yeah.
YouTube videos, I keep getting all these Robin Hood commercials. And the commercial is like a guy like training, doing like a Rocky type underdog exercise thing. And it's like, oh, you guys fuck the underdogs big time.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the funny thing about it, where it's like, you guys, you're literally called Robin Hood. And their whole thing was like, let the people trade. Like that was their thing. Like,
Yeah, it's not just for
and they
big
literally
shots
stole
anymore.
from the poor to help out the rich. It's like, come on. But also, it wasn't like, it was like some grassroots. It wasn't like Uber, you know what I mean? Where it was a good idea and it was a startup and then it was sold to a larger company. You know what I mean?
On me.
Yeah. So this guy Casper at Casper CMS, it seems to be responsible. He says, I slid the pilot some extra money to circle right above Robin Hood's headquarters for a while. Go take some photos. I don't even live here.
Do you know where the headquarters is?
San Francisco.
Oh, of course.
Of course. it is.
Oh, you Silicon Valley douche.
You cunts. So yeah, fucking hats off to Casper. You're a man of high integrity. I love your pettiness, and it's something we can all get behind. What do you got?
Oh, I got a real bummer gloves off. For these, I You hear there's a lot of scandal in the Catholic Church, and it's usually the
Like what?
yeah,
Like what?
they like boys.
Oh,
They
no.
really like boys.
Ugh.
And it's
Allegedly.
always the priest. It's always the priest. It's always the priest. Well, I just found this.
It's never Whoopi Goldberg.
No, rarely. She's too busy singing all the time, barely changing already hit songs to be with Jesus. But so in Germany, the shoe was kind of on the other foot, and these nuns have been caught pimping out. This is why these stories always suck, because it's the people who have already been fucked over. Orphans. They got a bunch of orphan boys, and the nuns, so they could line their pockets and go on sick vacations to the Bahamas, were selling these boys and then just renting these boys. So what's worse?
That's a great question.
Because I was thinking
I
about
think I'd
it.
rather be sold.
Well, it depends who you get, because I was thinking like, okay, you get rented, you have a bunch of mean, abusive people, because they would either rent them for 3 weeks to a month, but what if you're rented and you're like, you really like this person who's raping you, where you're like, oh shit, can I stay, please? Can you just keep me
You're way better than the last
Can you
guy.
just keep me forever? You're better than the last
Well,
guy.
also, if you can afford to buy humans in Germany in 2021, I assume, you know what I mean? Like,
Actually, this
you're
just
eating
came
better
out.
food.
It all happened a long time ago. Like, that's what's fucked about this is most of the priests and nuns who are responsible for this are dead.
Oh.
The guy who was raped repeatedly, who is the orphan, who's leading this